Hey guys, in this video I'll show you how to write polyfill for the map function in JavaScript, and it is one of the mostly asked question in JavaScript interview. So let's dig into the code. So let's start with writing a function called myfunc. Okay, and here I write one log message, for example, a there. Okay, and here I'm calling this function. Okay, so now let's check uh, the log message, and it is here, right? Okay, after that I want to write one object, let's say my object, and for example there is a property called name, and the name is, let's say, John, and I want to access this name, right? So I can use this dot name. So like how I will access this name in this function. Okay, for that we have to write myfunc dot call. We have to use the call method to access this property, this dot name, right? That's something like this. Okay, the first argument is an object, so in this case I want to pass this object, right? And let's check the console log. Yeah, the message is hey there, John. Okay, let's say I want to pass few argument, for example h. Okay, so console log, and I want to show this message also. My age something like age. Okay, and I want to pass this age as 18, and if we check, yeah, here there my age is 18. Okay, let's say I want to pass other argument, for example console log, and I want to console log this message using the spread operator or something like that, right? So here I want to pass one array, for example I love to code and I love JavaScript, something like this. Okay, and if you check, then here is the message, I love to code, I love JavaScript. So something like that, we can pass any n number of arguments here. So we have to write our own, call method, and it should behave something like this, right? So let's comment it out and write our own call method. So to start with, let's say prototype dot my call. So if you guys don't know about prototype, then comment, write your comment in the comment section, then I'll make another video to explain you what is prototype in JavaScript. So here, as we know, like call method is a function, right? So obviously we have to write something like this, right? And the call, in the call method, the first argument is our object, right? Any object. So that, for that reason, I have to write first argument as the object, and I just name it as context, right? Let's see what is this context is, right? So for example here my object my function, and I want to use our call method, my call, right? And I want to pass my object here, and if we check the log, then we will see a context is nothing but this object, right? So okay, we got our context first thing. Second, we want these arguments, right? And these arguments can be like n number of arguments, right? like from 1 to any number, right? For that reason we have to take these arguments using this rest operator, right? So let's console log these arguments first. So I want to see these arguments. For example, here we are passing 18 as the age, for example, and this array, right? So yeah, let's check in the console log. So we can see those arguments. First one is 18, the age, and next one is an array, right? Similarly, like if you want to add anything, for example, so here they are, this is for test, like that. You can see those arguments here, right? So yeah, so we got our context and the argument. The one thing is pending, that is you have to call this function, right? So for that, so we have to write something like this, and this is the most important part of this, writing our on call method. So yeah, so here I want to write this my function and this. So let me explain you what is this here. And here I console log this, and here this is nothing but this function, right? For example, let's see here. Yeah, so this function, this keyword is nothing but it's our function, this my function, right? We are using that function and using my call. So this keyword is here the function itself, right? So here let's say I want to console log my context. So what is this context then? As we know, context is this one, and we are adding one property called my function, and that my function is what? This function itself, right? So yeah, so the name is shown. My function is nothing but this function, right? Okay, so now we get our context, arguments, and the function also, right? And we just want to call that function, right? So call it something like this, context dot my function, and call with those arguments, right? And if we check the console log, the output is similar to the call method given by JavaScript, right? Let's check that also. So yeah, I hope you can understand from this example, guys. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.